What is this woman up to? The man, very excited, answers her call. And inside the same house, unbeknownst to them, we see someone else. Who is he? What is he doing there? The couple kisses passionately and we soon find out who the third person on the scene is, as he says, "Love, I'm home." She is engaged. Can you believe it? She gets ready and the guy, with whom she is having an affair, doesn't know what to do, so he tells her to go talk to him right away. The man comes back down the hall and she asks where he is going. He says he is tired and will rest for a while in his room. She replies that she will prepare a drink for her companion. He says that if that is so, he will go to the living room to keep her company then. The lover, who heard everything and was just in the living room, finds a way to hide. Meanwhile, in another room, the woman starts preparing her partner's drink and says now he will see. I wonder what she is up to now. But what she didn't expect was that, very clever and already suspicious, the man returns to the corridor, and foot by foot approaches where she is to spy on what she is actually doing. Oh my god, what is that? I can't be sure. But it's certainly not a simple drink. And so that she doesn't notice his presence, the young man runs back to the room where he is supposed to be waiting for her. With a partner like that, I won't judge. But I must confess that I am anxious to know how this will end. When she arrives in the room, we can see that even her features change. Now she looks like a sweet, gentle wife. She approaches him with the drink in her right hand and something in her left hand and says, "Hi my little love, I prepared your favorite drink and brought you your medications. I wouldn't take anything from the hands of a person who is cheating on me. That person may be capable of anything." But the man thanks her, extolling how she is always so helpful. He then asks her if she can get him another medication. Does he have something on his mind? She agrees and goes to get what he asked for. As soon as she leaves, the first thing he does is hide the medication she gave him. Then he gets up, looks down the hall to see if she's not there, and then he dumps most of the booze on the plant, right next to the sofa. Smart guy. And then sits down again. Then he picks up his cell phone and we realize that he is talking to the police. According to him, it is a complaint, a situation that is happening inside his own house. Two people have invaded his property and are trying to harm him. He asks them to send someone as soon as possible. The boy listens attentively to the directions and a plan begins to go into action. Now we know that this woman's plans will not work out as well as she had hoped. After all, he didn't take his medication, he didn't drink, and on top of that, the police are on their way, so now he has some advantage, even though he is only one and they are two. Minutes later, this evil woman who claims to be your companion returns to the room with medication in hand. And as she approaches him, the first thing she notices is that he has not finished his drink. It may seem confusing now, but we will soon understand. But the man says that it is because he is not feeling very well, that he has suddenly become drowsy and some strange symptoms have surfaced. She, in turn, is able to offer him some more of her drink in order to make him better. He refuses and asks for help to go to his room. She, very helpful, says she will help him. But as soon as he gets up, he faints. At first, she despairs, but when she realizes that he is really fainted, she takes off her mask and laughs. How can a human being be capable of being like that? Just imagine if the boy had been more naive or even if he had not come home at that hour. Poor guy. But luckily, we know he is fine and his fate is uncertain, but he has a great chance to triumph. Now she opens the door to the room and calls the boy, her lover, who has been hiding all this time. He asks what is going on. She answers that everything went well, all is planned according to her. He asks if it was easy and she answers that it was like taking candy from a child, but that now they need to decide what to do with the body. The betrayed man, who is more than alive, is shocked, but needs to disguise it. The lover says that the first step is to get him out of the room. They enter the room and the argument begins, as the boy says he will need her help and she doesn't want to get her hands dirty. He claims that he can't carry it alone and she says that she has already done her part of the plan and that now he needs to turn around. The boy gives the final word, saying that either she will help or he will stay there. Then against his will, she asks how they will carry him. He proposes that he take her arms and she takes his legs. Annoyed, she accepts. And complaining all the time, and with great difficulty, they begin the work. The plan is to get him off the couch, then out of the living room, and finally out of the house, and then decide what to do with him. As for the man, well, I have no idea what he has in mind to get away with. If you have watched the video this far, don't forget to like it, share it, and leave your comment. Well, they did it. They got the man off the couch, then out of the living room, and then out of the house. We can see that the next plan was to put him in the trunk, and the man is angry because his beloved has barely helped him during the process according to him. She tells him to relax, after all, it's all theirs now. He, still worried, asks her where they will leave it, and she says they can leave it at the. And then she is interrupted by a policewoman, saying that an emergency call has been received from that residence. The woman says she doesn't know what she is talking about and that it is probably a mistake. The policewoman asks if she is sure because the call was indeed made from there and it sounded like something very serious. She denies it again, saying that maybe it was a neighbor or even a prank call. But what she didn't expect was that her husband would call for help from inside the trunk. The policewoman is surprised and asks who is calling for help from inside the trunk. Although she tries to make some excuses, the policewoman insists that she open the trunk. She looks at her lover confused, but knows she will have no escape. The policewoman takes the car key from her hand, and he opens the trunk, while the woman insists that they talk. And then she finds the man. And the policewoman is furious. And the man is out of breath. The policewoman says that both will be arrested. The woman, now desperate because she will be arrested, insists that the man explains to the policewoman that she didn't mean to do that to him and that they loved each other and that he should do something. He replies that they were both plotting against his life, and that she should take them both away, because they are no good, and he wishes his wife would rot in jail. The policewoman warns the two that they will both be taken to the police station. And the woman, still distraught, asks her husband for forgiveness, but it is in vain. He says that she deceived him, but he was smarter. And that she hopes never to see her again. He also says that he deserves someone better, and she deserves what she's going to get, nothing, and a partner with no character, just like her. So he tells the police that she can take them away now. He closes the trunk of his car and the two bad elements are taken away by the policewoman.